Affair rumors have followed the Trump family for years, and let's be honest, most of them circle back to Donald. Now here we are in 2025, 2 decades into his marriage with Melania, and the rumor mill is still spinning.
I cherish women.
Lately, people have been talking about a possible new blonde in Donald's orbit, none other than White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt. The chatter started after Donald's visit to Scotland, where he was spotted on the golf course with Leavitt close by. One insider told the Daily Mail they weren't sure if she actually played, but she definitely followed him around the course.
Definitely never imagined this.
And if that wasn't eyebrow-raising enough, observers noted that Leavitt was by Trump's side when he spoke to reporters outside the White House in July. Not his typical move, since he usually goes it alone.
It's an honor that President Trump has entrusted me and has the confidence in me to speak on his behalf and on behalf of the White House.
Then came an interview with Newsmax where Trump gushed about Leavitt.
She's become a star. It's that face, it's that brain, it's those lips, the way they move like she's a machine gun.
Yikes. This definitely didn't help quell the rumors. Leavitt herself has given a few hints, maybe accidentally. Her office is filled with little nods to Trump, a small cardboard cutout of the two of them, a framed photo. But her husband, Nicholas Riccio, not in sight anywhere. And then, there's her insistence that Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize.
This means President Trump has brokered, on average, about 1 peace deal or ceasefire per month during his 6 months in office. It's well past time that President Trump was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
Okay, maybe the numbers didn't quite add up, but the admiration was real. Behind the scenes, it's clear the two have an amicable relationship, but the speculation that there's more than friendship might also come from the pattern Trump seems to have with younger women. And Leavitt herself seems drawn to older men, given the 32-year age gap with her own husband. She was around 24 when they met in 2022, and he was about 56.
I met my husband during my congressional campaign. A mutual friend of ours hosted an event at a restaurant that he owns up in New Hampshire and invited my husband, and I was speaking, and we met, we were acquainted as friends, and then we fell in love, as you said.
They tied the knot 3 years later, just days before Trump's second inauguration in January 2025. And in between all that, in July 2024, they welcomed a baby boy named Nicholas Robert Riccio, who they call Nico.
Obviously, the birth of my child is the best moment of my life and forever will be.
Now, Karoline isn't pretending their relationship is traditional.
I can't date him. He's 59
Yes,
or 57.
of course. I mean, it's a very atypical love story.
And honestly, that might be putting it lightly. For starters, she's admitted that she and Rico are total opposites. He's an introvert, complete opposite of me, she once wrote on Instagram. Now, sure, opposites attract, we've all heard that one, but being on totally different ends of the personality spectrum can get tricky. Relationship experts actually say that if one person is too extroverted and the other too introverted, it might cause friction. It's all about balance and, most importantly, communication. If they're not talking through those differences regularly, things can easily go sideways.
You gotta speak your truth. It's the only way, I believe.
And then there's the whole social media thing. Karoline is all over it, posting updates, sharing milestones, and even gushing over her husband online. But Riccio, he doesn't even have social media. She once shared, "I respect his privacy on here." And honestly, that's a good thing. Respecting boundaries is always a win, but it does highlight how different they are generationally. When one partner thrives off digital expression and the other avoids it completely, it can lead to misunderstandings or even feelings of imbalance. Imagine pouring your heart out in a sweet post, and the other person can't, or won't, reciprocate publicly. That could start to sting after a while.
Yes, that's exactly right.
What's also worth noting is how Riccio has adapted to Karoline's rising career. She's constantly on the move, and according to her, he's the one who often travels with her and their son.
And I'm very blessed to have a great support system, an incredible husband who's the best father to our little son.
On one hand, it's great that he has the flexibility. He's a property mogul with big dreams of owning a sports team one day. But when one partner starts making all the sacrifices, that can be a problem. She even admitted that Riccio gets more time with their child than she does, and that being away from the baby every day is emotionally, physically, spiritually tough.
I think every working mother understands the demands, and no matter where you are or what you're doing, there is a sense of guilt. You feel like when you're with your baby, you should be focused on your job, and when you're at your job, you want to be with your baby.
So what happens if that dynamic shifts too far? If Riccio feels like he's constantly the one adjusting, pressing pause on his own goals, doing the majority of parenting, resentment could easily creep in. A successful relationship, especially one under the public spotlight, needs to feel like a two-way street. So no doubt Karoline and Nicholas have made some major life moves in a short time. And it's clear they've got plenty to navigate along the way. Now, when you look at Trump's track record with women in the workplace, it's easy to see why people think he might blur the lines with Karoline. In the business world, Trump didn't hold back on commenting about women's appearances. Barbara Rez, one of his executives, recalled him suddenly praising the fitness of California women during a meeting, only to later jab at her weight with, "You like your candy." Louise Sunshine said he preferred her when she was thinner, though she took it as encouragement. Others recalled how he insisted that only attractive women be visible when visitors came to the office. At times, even his own daughter Ivanka became part of these conversations. One former Miss Universe called it creepy when he asked if Ivanka was hot. And honestly, it's hard to argue with her.
If Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her, you know.
Now, even when some encounters remained behind closed doors, Trump's approach to women was rarely discreet. Around the office, he flaunted tabloid headlines detailing his love life, including one that shouted, "Marla Maples had the best sex I've ever had with Donald." His staff cringed, but Trump couldn't resist waving it around for all to see.
Too hot, do you think?
It's hot. It's pretty hot. Is it too hot? I don't know. Can a relationship ever get too hot?
But alongside these stories, you hear a different side. Women who rose high in his company and remember Donald Trump as a boss who gave them chances no one else would.
People think of me as not necessarily nice, but they think of me as very competent.
Barbara Rez became head of construction, something unheard of in the 1980s. Trump told her he wanted her to be his Donna Trump.
Great opportunity, I'm not denying that. But I think that it was a matter of him not being prejudiced against women in hiring me and picking the best person.
Rez later recalled, he said, "I know you're a woman in a man's world, and while men tend to be better than women, a good woman is better than 10 good men." He thought he was really complimenting me. Well, that's classic Trump praise. Bold, brash, and a bit confusing. Still, she and others like Louise Sunshine built real careers under Donald and credited him with opening doors in a male-dominated field.
Achievement is something that really gives you great pleasure.
One architect recalled, the backbone of his company was women. Yet even with trusted colleagues, he often used diminutive nicknames like Hon or Honey Bunch. As Alair Townsend, a former deputy mayor in New York, recalled, he was dismissive. It was always Hon, dear, things he wouldn't have said to a man. It was designed to make you feel small, and he did that repeatedly. So what do we make of all this? Donald Trump's history with women is full of contradictions, empowering at times, demeaning at others, praising ambition while showing off his vanity, opening doors yet leaving scars. In the end, it's as controversial as Trump himself.